that segmentation, market segmentation, is absolutely critical. But this is something that's lost on a lot of lawyers. And here's how to think about it. Think about it. Many firms think about their client base, their existing client base, as a practice group, right? You think about it down those channels of the practice group. What I'm asking you to do is actually to think about the practical groups across all of those practice groups that are sitting there in your client base, and asking yourselves questions about why that practical group exists. So, to give you an example, let's say that you represent a lot of small businesses, right? And you know, if I were to just ask you, you'd say, yeah, I know that I do a lot of textile businesses. That's just where it comes in. It's odd. It's word of mouth. I do a lot of good work for them, and it just kind of keeps flowing through and through. However, if you put a little thought into who the primary contact is for that client, you might realize that it is males 35 to 65. Oh, that's kind of interesting. And then I realized that a fair number of them come out of 3 major metropolitan cities. Okay. And then I realized that 60% of them, 70% of them are of Chinese descent, and out of those, most of them are immigrants. And you go, wow, okay, I hadn't really thought of it that way, especially because I have these litigation clients, and they have these estate planning clients, and on through the practice groups. But to the extent, the more granular that you can get about the commonality, the practical groupings coming out of your practice groups and your client base, the more then that you can dial in your marketing. Because if you could dial it down to male Chinese immigrant entrepreneurs in major metropolitan cities, the ability to target them efficiently just goes through the roof, rather than just targeting small business textile magazines, right? So segmenting that base on industry, geography, maybe you have a family practice, so their stage of life, types of products, geography, just everything that you can break it down. And there are consultants that can help you do this, and I'm happy to refer you to some. We do not offer this service. But breaking down those segments so that you can target it, absolutely critical. Another way for identifying your target audience is looking at your competition. Many of you, just think right now, who's that competitor in your locale that they just drive you crazy, right? You all have them, right? Maybe you have 2, maybe you have